Good morning. It's time for the farmer's market. We're excited.
Good morning, guys. We're back from the market. Don't worry, we didn't buy any lamb. An accomplishment that our family has made that I'm particularly proud of is a dramatic shift in our diet. Almost 2 years ago, we transitioned from the standard American diet to a whole foods diet, focusing on primal living. The primal diet is essentially the elimination of grains and legumes from what we're eating. We source the highest quality food as possible. All of our produce is organic. All of the meat that we consume is from animals that were raised out on pasture. Our pork and chicken is 100% pasture raised, and the beef and lamb we eat is 100% grass fed. Another cool aspect of this is about the last year and a half, we've been able to source 100% of our protein from local farmers. We have not bought meat at the grocery store in that long, and to me that's awesome. Hey, buddy. The lambs have been much more relaxed around us lately. They're definitely getting used to us. We're getting used to them, which has been more enjoyable in general because we've been able to spend more time with them, scratching behind the ears, tail starts wagging, that kind of stuff. We've had more fun with them because of that. But the downside is something that my mentor warned me about with getting intact ram lambs. An intrinsic behavior for the ram is to use its head. I mean, it's called a ram for a reason. It rams. And this is something that they do when they play. Given their comfort level with us now, they felt that it's appropriate to play with us. So both Blackbutt and number 53 have demonstrated some almost headbutting behavior towards us. It's at real close distance. They'll come up, want to pet and a scratch and all that. And then there's this kind of forceful head nod. I don't interpret that as aggression per se. I think it is just playing at this point. That is something my mentor warned me about with getting ram lambs, is that they will demonstrate some of that behavior, and it does need to be corrected. Just like a dog, you would just discipline, scold the dog, say no, that kind of thing, so they know it's not an acceptable behavior. Again, at their age, they are not really demonstrating signs of aggression. If you're thinking of getting started with sheep and that's a concern for you, a way to mitigate that is to start with wethers, which are castrated lambs, or you can get ewes. So I'm walking around surveying, trying to determine where their next paddock is gonna go. It'd be best if I could just move it to right next to where they are now, but there's so much knapweed right there and hawkweed in there. My plan was to borrow my dad's mower, mow that area down, and then have the sheep go on it, give them hay, have them fertilize that area, so hopefully it'll boost the nutritional value of the soil, enabling the grasses to outcompete the weeds. But the mower's not available today, so that plan's gonna have to wait. As I continue to walk, I see all this lush grass for them to eat, and then bam! Look at this huge patch of hawkweed. The hawkweed is actually a really beautiful flower. You have these bright orange petals with this yellow core. It's beautiful. It is considered a noxious weed, but that doesn't bother me. Noxious in itself isn't necessarily a problem for me. It's that it's potentially toxic to the livestock. Now, I have heard that the livestock will pretty much avoid it. They're not going to eat it, but my first time with lambs, I don't know. I don't know if I want to take the chance. The other problem with the hawkweed is it's allelopathic, which means that it releases an exudate into the soil, which is basically a poison to the other plants around it. So it kills the grasses and such. So more hawkweed can basically grow up, and it'll really get invasive, take over a whole area. As I continue to walk out here, I have all this grass, all this land, and it is just a sea of hawkweed and knapweed. Our lunch today is almost completely from the farmer's market and 100% organic. We have nice heirloom tomatoes. The avocado obviously isn't from the farmer's market. So what's in there? Butter lettuce?
Yeah, butter lettuce, a nice spring mix.
Are the spicy mustard greens in there?
No.
And what are you eating there, buddy?
Eating cinnamon yogurt with peaches.
Where did we get the peaches, Elliot?
Well, from the farmer's market?
Yeah, locally grown certified organic peaches.
Yes.
And the yogurt is not from the market.
No.
That is yogurt from 100% grass-fed certified organic cow.
Yes.
So today we're doing a little bit of cleanup. The garden looks great. The watering system that you built is working out really well, and we've had several good rains. So as you can see, we have quite the abundance. Now we don't really have anything that's ripe yet, so we're still just looking to see what's doing well and what isn't. We're taking out some things that may need a little help.
Alright guys, so I got the new paddock up. It did not work out exactly like I had planned either with the dimensions, but I think I have a temporary plan.